Woohoo! What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Let me get a tweet out real quick. Dearest at Marvel Champions. I'm only late because I didn't show up on time. I am now live. Okay. Tweet. Okay. What's up, everybody? A little bit late tonight. I know. 18 minutes late. I really gotta cut this crap out. gotta get back to being on time. But how you guys doing? Let's get cutoffs squared away as well. Cutoffs last round were higher than expected, so we've got some adjusting to do. Put Stealth Spidey at 2.4 million. I'll honestly be a little bit surprised if he does go for 2.4 again. But I was surprised the fact that he went there once. So hey, anything's possible, I guess. The 5-star, I'm gonna raise this quite a bit. I mean, it is a different crystal after all. And if the 2018 crystal went for 31.5 or 0.4 or whatever, I'm thinking this one is going to be going for over 35. I don't know how much over, but I'll say like 36. I don't know. Definitely go higher if you want the champion. And I'll say 7 mil for the 4-star. Please go higher, everybody. All right. What's up? Oh, you know what? I mean, maybe even the 3-star. Maybe slightly higher too. I don't know. Put it at 800k. All right. Did over 2 mil for Stealth Spidey. Your arena estimates are BS. Hey man, that's why I say always go higher. So it is just a guess. You gotta take responsibility for it. It's not me. I do the best I can. Abdi, first one in here, followed by the one. Ty S, Sergio. What's up? What's up? We got Grotesque in here, Big Blue, Ian Pinch, Starlight. Starfighter. When the ad I get is Wix ad website thing, I always laugh. Oh, goodness. Damn you, Wix! Oh, man. What's up, Christian? What's up, B Manny at 15? Pretty good pace, yeah? Damn, B Manny. 15 mil right now? That's pretty good, I'd say, yeah. Man, I really don't know about this. You're already making me second guess this 36 mil that I just guessed for the 2019 crystal. Man. But yeah, good luck. Good luck if you are a grindin', everybody. Crystal Shard bundle is the worst I've ever seen. Crystal Shard bundle? Is there a Crystal Shard bundle going on right now? In the shop? Is that what this is? What is it? Oh, this thing? It's not great. Yeah, it's not great. Oh, there's 2 different ones. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've seen worse offers, but yeah, you're right. It's not amazing. All right, I've got some energy to dump, so we're gonna take care of that first, I guess. I finished the Halls of Heroes on Epic earlier today. And Master's done. I do want to get Heroic done, though, so I'm just going to auto-fight my way through here a little bit. Let's set up a better auto-fight team. I guess we'll do... Let me see. We'll just go... Actually, does it really matter? I guess we'll do... You know what? We're going to go Royal Family style. Yeah. Let's get that Royal Family in there. Still not running Suicides, so... So I'm going the suicide-free route. What the fudge that looks like mud is up, Bry Guy? What up, J Divine? How you doing, man? Ian Pitch, sending over a buck. Thanks, man. Give me 1 sec. I'll check out your last. Slap. Thank you very much. Last one is tweeters, please, BG. Okay, give me 1 sec. We'll hit up the twitters. Hey, BG, feeling better? Just getting over a cold too. Cheers from NYC. I'm for the most part feeling better. Yeah, I still have a little bit of a lingering cough. It'll crop up throughout the stream a little bit probably, but for the most part, pretty good. Hey, speaking of Medusa, had the cats for rank 4. What would ContestChampion do? Nice, man. Congrats on your Medusa rank up. Good stuff. She's fantastic. No temptation to grind for the 2019 Crystal? Doom Surfer in it? No, I mean, it's... Nah. I don't know, man. I'm not in an alliance right now, so the temptation for those guys is not all that high. Maybe if I was. Honestly, if I got the pick, if it was like a selector crystal, a 2019 selector crystal, I'd be selecting Man-Thing over those two at the moment. But yeah, I don't know what the crystal's actually gonna go for. I have 36 up here, but who really knows? Now, and the more I think about it, the more I want to even just bump this up a little bit. 36, is that realistic? Are a lot of people grinding because of Surfer and Doom? I don't really know. But hey, like I always say, if you're grinding, please go higher. The word is Galloway. Galloway. Okay. Galloway. Galloway. Sounds like a name of a professor. Actually, I had a teacher that was very similar in name to that. Galloway, though. Man. Also sounds like something to do with golf. Okay, you know what? Galloway is the technical term for the route that a bird takes when it flies south. Actually, no, not when it flies south for winter. When it's returning north after it's gone south for the winter. That is the name of the route that the bird takes. That's the Galloway. That's my definition. Locking it in. What up, BG? Our Loki is home when you get tired of leading. All right, man. Yeah, it's tough leading out here, man. It's real tough leading. Tough being a leader. It's a lot of responsibilities. Whole lot. Keep your germs away from me. Wash your hands before you click anywhere near me. Well, I hate to break it to you, but I just clicked near you. And I ain't washed these hands since 1973. BG took my Nick Fury to Sig 2 today, just because. Wow, dude, Sig 2. That's twice as many as Sig 1. It's got to be twice as powerful. Galloway, noun, an animal of a breed of cattle. What? An animal of a breed of cattle that originated in Galloway, Scotland. Scotland, eh? That was the worst. That's why I don't try to do accents. They are hornless and black and are raised for beef. Okay. Got that Galloway burger, I guess. All right. Well, it was something animal related, so I feel like maybe a 13% credit is due on that. Can I join your alliance, BG? Please see the alliance description for all alliance joining inquiries. The The short answer is no, though. Sorry, man. It's mathematically impossible to reach the estimations, but I'm grinding. Thanks for the company. Hashtag round 1 failure. Absolute. Ah, bummer, man. Sorry to hear about the failure. Sorry to hear about the failure. By show of hands, I need to know who thinks he shouldn't do that accent again. Well, listen, I'm already not going to do that accent again, so don't worry. Galloway is a town South Jersey near Wildwood. Really? Okay. I don't... Oh, have I ever been there? I wonder if I've been there. I just didn't remember it just because... I don't know. Probably not, I guess, unless it was passing through on the way to Wildwood. But managed to pull a 5-star skill gem. Who do I awaken, Nick or Aegon? Either would help with progression. It's a tough call, Alex. They're both useful in their own ways. It really depends on who you think can help you more. Personally, I prefer to have Nick Fury, but you know that's could potentially change as time goes on, as Aegon is proving to be more and more useful as the later acts or later chapters of Act 6 release. And if you still have Labyrinth of Legends, it's something you got to consider as well. But yeah, personally, I'd still rather have Nick Fury, I guess, just because I'm not a huge fan of like the long ramp up needed for Aegon, but it's a tough call, man. Either way, both champions are good. BG, what's up, Cody? Big change today for me. I'm stepping down from being leader and away from the Alliance. Long story short, I was spending more time managing the Alliance than direct time with the kids. So next, so I'm taking 1 or 2 week allianceless break, and when I return to an alliance, it will only be as a member. Okay, understandable. Yeah, I'm sure it was a tough decision for you, but yeah, man, it's understandable. It takes a lot of effort to be the leader of an alliance. You know, I always say, like, I've never done it in this game, but I have done it in other games, so I definitely understand how much work goes into it. BG, my birthday is in 1.5 hours. How crazy is it that we have the same birthday? Oh my god. Happy birthday. What should I do to celebrate? Well, first off, happy birthday. What should you do to celebrate? Go on Amazon, and you gotta add a couple things to your cart. Really just one thing, but you gotta add it like 3 times. Get the largest shipment of ball pit balls that you can find, and get at least 3 of them, and then that's probably not going to be enough, but you know, you could like maybe put that in your tub or something. You got a personal ball pit. Pretty sweet, I would say. BG, how did the itemless run go? It went well. I didn't do another one today, just yesterday, but it went pretty well. Got another path down, so 5 paths remaining in total now for 6.2. Getting there. Haven't really done Act 5, just got uncollected and used Nick with rank 5 5-star Spidey for that damage boost, so leaning towards him. Okay. Alright, yeah, go for Nick then, if that's what you're leaning towards. Start a new account, and there's an offer that pops up. $100 for 23 3-stars. What? 23 3-stars? And 23 premiums, 1 million gold, 10 3-star awakening gems. 10 1 to 2 3-star rank gems, 8 greater XP boosts, and then 20 tier 5 basic ISO bricks. Wow. Why 23? What's the significance of 23? 23 3 stars, 23 premiums. Interesting. Yo, BG, kind of took your advice with my 8 tier 5 basic, ranked up Stealth Spidey for fun, because why not? And I had 12 skill tier 4 class Kalos, but this game hates me and won't give me skill dupes for ISO. Oh man, the old ain't giving you the ISO trick. Oh man, I know that game. Well, congrats on your Spidey rank up. No idea. I can tweet you the screenshot if you want to see it. It's wild. No, it's okay. I got the idea of it from what you said, but it's a little weird. Seems a little weird. EG, yep, it does. It's been up to 2 hours per day in the line app alone. Too many times. I have to say, hold on, got to send this message. Looking back, feel like a real POS, so I had to make a change. Yeah, it's understandable. I mean, I know. I don't think it's anything to feel bad about, but yeah, it's understandable. What's up, Rel? BG talking about balls again? Come on, BG, enough already. Hey, man, these are ball pit balls, purely for fun. Forgot the most important part of any self-respecting ball pit? Snakes? How dare you? How dare you try to... No, ball pits, they're snake-free since 1983, okay? At least in any ball pit that I want to be a part of. BG, what champions do you recommend to beat the Maestro? Which Maestro? I'm guessing we're talking about Act 4 Maestro. There's only a couple Maestros in the game. Maestro, he doesn't really need anyone too particular, but his special one is pretty difficult to evade. So if you have a champion that can auto evade it, like Stark Spidey, for example, then that can be pretty useful. Or well, it's not unblockable, right? So Spider-Man wouldn't really do. I don't know, just any champion that hits reasonably hard. This way, if you do die, you can pop a revive and go back in. And just keep on fighting. If you're fighting him with the Arc Overload node up, which you often do in Act 4, it's only the one time that you fight him straight up the middle that you disable it, right? If you're fighting him with that Arc Overload active, there's a few different solutions. One, you could just go with a champion that hits hard and overpowers any kind of regen. Or the second option I recommend is unlocking the Despair Mastery. It's it's not too expensive. It's just 1 Carbonadium core per level, I think. Or is it 1 or is it 2? Gee, now I don't remember. I'm going to AMA. But it's a worthwhile investment, and you can use champions that stack debuffs, like bleeds, and that will disable that healing. Okay, the first rank is 2 Carbonadium cores, and then it's 1 Carbonadium core after that for each rank. So a little bit more expensive than I thought. 2,200 units in total. Still totally worth it. But yeah, if you have a champion that applies bleeds and stuff, that's a good option for it. Another good option is to use champions that will drain Maestro's power, like magic, and this way you don't even have to deal with the annoying special one to evade. Or if you can't do that, try your best to push him to a special 2, since that one's easier to evade. But yeah, you don't really need anyone too particular for Maestro. What up, BG? What's up, Fallen Ash? How you doing, man? I think Mysterio's special 1 could be used offensively. Don't have a high-ranked Mysterio, but it's a fun time in Arena to let the opponents beat into you and see the damage reflected. It's difficult to use something like that offensively, especially the later you get in the game. You know, in Arena, the opponent's attack isn't as high, and their health isn't as high either. If you think about using it out in the wild somewhere, number one, if you let the opponent hit you, you might die. there are times I took advantage of it in variant 3 a little bit, not much, but a little bit I did. I would intentionally get hit by Emma Frost special, and you know, Emma Frost, she puts a debuff on you. And with willpower, I was healing from that debuff, and then I would also heal when the timer on the special 1 expired, and it doesn't deal that much damage getting hit by Emma's special 1, so I was able to, survive it. But even then, it was kind of close at times. So there's a couple little areas you could take advantage of it, like that. Managed to get myself back up to a full yellow bar doing that a few times. But if you're, again, you might just die, and even if you don't die, if you survive it, how much damage are you really going to be doing to the opponent? It's not a ton, In Arena, if you reflect back 10,000 damage, that's a lot of damage because the opponent's not going to have that much. But if you're questing, the opponent's in, I want to say like the later chapters of Act 5, what do they have, like 80,000 health, 100,000 health, something like that? And then it only goes up from there, as you get into the variants and Act 6 and everything. It's just not, it's not really worth the payoff. The risk is not worth it in most cases. But there's a couple little scenarios like that, though, like the Emma Frost one, that could find to be useful. Swashbuckler sending over 150 of them rupees. Thanks, man. Saying I farted in an elevator. Oh, no. Were there people in it? I was wrong on so many levels. Oh, I see what you did there. I guess life has its ups and downs. Boo. That's all I'm going to say to you. But thank you very much for the 150 rupees, man. I appreciate it. The update is a big old D. Thank you very much. And how dare you fart in an elevator? Even if it was just for that joke. What's up, Kid Candy? How you doing? Farted at poker night earlier, and my mortal poker nemesis walked into gagged, and someone crapped their breeches? Said somebody? Wait, what? Shark, what in the world? Are these stories true? Are these stories true? BG, would you personally rank 5 Medusa right now at this stage of the game? Yeah. Yeah, I still would. She would, like, if I had all of the champions I have today, back when I first ranked 5'd her, like, she wouldn't be my first rank 5 out of all my champs now. But she's still rank 5 worthy. I still use her from time to time. Actually, I used to use her in Alliance Quest a bunch for the path I took. She doesn't have a heal, so I would rely mostly on Hyperion, but I would use her for Caustic Temper, buffed up. She's still one of the best robot slayers in the game, if not the best. So yeah, still worth rank 5, but I do use other champions more frequently than Medusa, for sure. Morning BG, what's up, Douglas? Are land sharks superior to sharks? Well, land sharks are sharks. You're talking about superior to water sharks? You gotta be specific here, man. According to the cartoons, the street shark is the most badass shark, so yes. Made 300 bucks, went in with 40 bucks. But yeah, I farted, it was wretched. Wow. Alright, well, congrats, man. Yo, BG, hope you don't mind me asking, who is better first rank 4, Domino or Medusa Sig 40? Just got uncollected. It's a tough call, man. I don't know if one is superior to the other. I hear more people talk, I guess, about Domino. I'm kind of a bigger fan of Medusa myself. But I do hear more people talk about Domino, get excited about her her explosive damage and everything. I feel like if we had to, if we polled the community, Domino would come up higher. So I don't know. Like I kind of want to say Domino just because of that. Like you might find her more fun personally, but. Like, personally, I'm a bigger fan of Medusa. I'm not a huge fan of Domino, period, though. I don't know. Her play style, to me, is, like, just her animations aren't very smooth. And the animations, I don't want to say they're everything, but they're pretty important for me, at least. But yeah, I would just play both and see which one you personally like better. Like I said, I think more people would actually pick Domino. So definitely don't go with Medusa just because I would, you know. Test them both out and see which one you honestly like more yourself. Sup BG, any advice on playing Black Widow Clairvoyant? Happy delayed New Year. Not really. Best advice on learning Black Widow would be to find a video on her. There's definitely some videos out there. I don't have her at a high level, and I only tested her like the one time, and then never really went back to her. I would love to get her as a 5-star or 6-star, but just hasn't happened yet. Slim Mike sending over 5. Thanks, man. Saying, BG, awaken my 6-star Omega with the Christmas crap. Would you rank to him at Sig 75? Do you have the 5-star version already? If you don't have the 5-star version, then yes, I would rank to 6-star Omega at 675. And eventually take him to rank 3 and keep sigging him up and all that. But yeah, like Sig 75 is good enough to start ranking him for sure. Even at like that high of a rank, I mean, you know, it's good enough to give him the tier 5 basics. Okay, you don't have a 5-star. Okay, then yeah, I would totally do it. The only reason that I was asking about the 5-star is just because, you know, the difference in stats between a 565 and a rank 2 6-star is not, you know, it's not big. The higher Sig level 5-star would be better, but play what you got, right? And if you don't have the 5-star, that 6-star will do just fine, and eventually, of course, become stronger than that 5-star would be anyway. So, yeah. Dude, thank you very much once again for the 5. Congrats on having an awakened 6-star Omega. Pretty awesome. BG Medusa or Venom for rank 5, Cosmic Gem, or Run Suicides, and working on 6.2 Exploration. I don't know. I don't know. I used both of those champions, but not a... I don't think I used them a ton throughout 6.2. I'm not sure which one is better. Medusa needs the awakening more than Venom does, but I'm not sure if that's the right answer to go with still. Don't know, man. That's a tough one. Probably say Medusa just because, you know, without, like, if Medusa's not awakened, I mean, well, yeah, for the awakening, I would say Medusa. If she's not awakened, she doesn't really bring a whole lot to the table. She doesn't have her Furies. Her damage isn't great without those Furies. She doesn't have the auto block to fall back on, which is super helpful to have. Can't handle Caustic Temper or anything like that. But as far as the rank up goes, it kind of depends on what you need, you know. I don't really know what for 6.2, like, I guess I use Medusa more than Venom. Trying to think back to all the quests. But not much more, because I really didn't use either a ton. Like, there's some robots that I use Medusa on. There's the Mr. Sinister boss that I use Medusa on. I don't know, man. I don't know if you necessarily need either of those for 6.2. Just being totally honest. But, yeah, I would probably go Medusa. Borrow movies from friends for all the cinemas I've missed. That's a long list. He's talking about borrowing and not giving back. Is that why you have a long list? BG must have had a domino stuck in his nose as a child. Only real explanation for his stance. I don't enjoy her. I don't enjoy her animations, man. That's all there is to it. I don't know. She's not fun for me. She's not fun to play, but I know a lot of people like her. BG with yearly arena rewarding top 400 5-star arena. Do you think Kabam should make it a permanent increase from 250? It's actually only 150. At least for the returning future champs, if they want to keep new ones at 250. I think it'd be fine to increase it a bit, yeah. I don't know if Kabam is going to do that or not. Probably not, but I think it'd be fine to increase it. I also think it probably won't lower the cutoff too much, though. Like, it's funny, man. Like, looking at some of these arenas, some of these past arenas, you know, I would have thought with the 400 slots, 400 people taking home the top prize, that the cutoff would have been a little bit lower, but I'm not sure it really has much effect on it. Feels like a lot of people look at the 400 and they're like, oh, it's top 400 instead of 150? Okay, I'll go for it. So yeah, it's a little interesting, but yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing the change. Basically, synergies interact with champions, increasing stats, abilities, potency, or abilities in general. Using these in certain combinations can really make a champion great or greater. Huh? Somebody asking about synergies, I guess? Oh, I see. Can anyone give me advice on how synergies work? General synergies. Yeah, they just make your champion stronger. Pretty much. certain synergies affect the entire team, and certain synergies, you know, only affect the champions that are. I mean, they all just affect the champions that are listed there, but some say. Actually, what does it say? Does it say all for like the general ones? Well, I'm gonna take a look at it in a second here. Let me see. Okay, yeah, it does say all champions. So the ones that say all champions like this, well, as long as you have this synergy active on the team, every single member of your team gets that plus 155 crit rating. So you'll have a little higher chance to land critical hits. And then these ones right here only affect the champions that that are listed, but it makes them stronger too. BG, if you could only pick one team of 5 to conquer all of Act 6, who would it be? Oh, man. I don't know. Team of 5 to conquer all of Act 6? I don't know if one team of 5 could do it. Possibly could. I mean, you definitely could if you're willing to spend items. That's for sure. But I don't know. Off the top of my head, I'd say something like Omega Red, Colossus. If I'm picking one team of 5 for everything, I'd probably have to cut the Sabretooth synergy. So just Omega Red, Colossus. Ooh, man. Definitely need somebody for the champion. And I guess also need to... I was going to say maybe She-Hulk to cover the champion along with other needs. But if you have Poison Immunity with Omega Red already, maybe it's not necessary. So maybe I'd say Sim Supreme. Maybe Void. For certain certain times where you would need Void. And Hyperion? I don't know. I'm sure there's a better 5-man team. There's no reason to do that though, right? So, like, I don't know. Visa, MasterCard, American Express. Yeah, there you go. There's your 5-man team right there. 800 units, 3 1-star champs. What is that? The results of the crystals you popped? Decided to go free to play for my New Year's resolution and quit energy drinks. Both addictions were real bad. Well, good luck, man. Good luck with your New Year's resolution. I don't know if I really did a New Year's resolution this year. I mean, I guess I didn't. It's already the 6th, right? Most years I try to do something. This year I really didn't. I don't know. I mean, guess just overall trying to be healthier, but no big goal. No set goal. How did this turn out? Had to go to gender reveal party for friend's baby. That's a thing. Missed the end. Any more paths done? No, just the one path. And then I failed a couple times at the other path. BG, you're gonna join another alliance? No. If I join another, if I rejoin it, or if I join an alliance, hopefully it'll be back with 4 Loki. But I didn't leave for Loki because because it was because I was looking for something more laid back or anything like that. I left because I can't commit to Alliance Quest or Alliance War. So yeah, it doesn't matter if an alliance is running map 7 or map 5 or whatever. I just can't do it. Same thing for war. So, alright. Let's start up these arenas. Used to be addicted to soap, but now I'm clean. Wow. I don't know if I could boo that one. I feel like that one was actually pretty good. Used to be addicted to soap, but now I'm clean. Wow. How about a map 2 alliance? I don't know. Maybe map 2. Maybe map 2 I could do because there's I don't know how many moves it takes to do map 2. Maybe that'll be maybe you could finish all that all in like a few hours. But it probably still takes a good amount of energy to get through. Sorry for Loki Full, you've been replaced by Lola. It happens. Beginner 30 days, I'm still stuck as rank 1 to 50 top prize winners. Could they move from beginner to intermediate to veteran 2 acts at a time? Hashtag arenas work by storylines. Are you saying that you want to get out of the beginner bracket? Because even though the beginner bracket is top 50, I think intermediate's top is intermediate top 50 also, or is it top 100 for that? I don't remember. Even though it's less than the top 150 that you get in the veterans bracket, or right now top 400, it's still easier to get those prizes in the beginner bracket versus the veteran bracket. And it's not easy, you know. When I was in the beginner bracket, I didn't get any of the top prizes. Some people like to say, "Oh yeah, in the beginner bracket, take advantage of it. Take advantage, easy, get all these awesome champions for low score and stuff like that." But let me tell you, man, it's not easy. Don't feel bad if you're not getting any of the champions. It might not be too hard if you are a seasoned veteran of this game and you start up a new account and you know exactly what you're doing, and you know, especially if you spend a bit to kind of jumpstart your account and stuff like that. But man, it's as a new player to the game, it's not something that you could easily take advantage of. Don't feel bad if you don't get any champs. Can't wait for the Bronze 2 Alliance War gameplay vids. Well, you need 5 people at least to sign up for Alliance War. So, let me know Alliance War here. Maybe you spend money for this game and go for Top Alliance again. No money, no Top Alliance, sorry. Well, I'm not going to be doing that, so. There's just your only one to know, and they put blue or pink smoke or whatever in different things, and that's pretty much it. They put in like a mini cannon / blew the smoke out that way. That's cool, man. Blast off for a boy or a girl. Shoot a cannon. BG, you got some extra rank of material. So who should I 550 next? 4-star Namor, Sig, 50, Sunspot, Unawakened, Ronin, Iceman, or Warlock. Pick 2. You pick 2, man. Tell me to pick 2. These are your champions. Alright, let me see. What do you got here, though? 550, 4-star Namor, Sig, 50, Sunspot, Unawakened, Ronin, Iceman, or Warlock. If I were picking 2, I'd pick Namor and Warlock. But make sure you're going with champions that you also like. If you happen to, because you got some good champions there, you know. If you happen to really enjoy Sunspot or Iceman or something like that, feel free to go with them. But yeah, I would pick Namor and Warlock personally. If you're a robot, it's easy peasy to get the beginner rewards. Yeah, man, that's true. All you gotta do is be a robot. Now, I mean, it's as a new player, man. you know, I was still trying to grasp the idea of an infinite streak at that point. Actually, I didn't even realize an infinite streak was a thing you could do. I was just trying to like run all my champions, get back to a 3x multiplier as quick as I could after I lost. It's tough. It's tough out there for the new players. What's up, Lags? Good luck, man. I know you're on the grind, going for that Nick Fury, hopefully. Or maybe Man-Thing. No, I'm not going to wish that upon you, even though Man-Thing is amazing. In your opinion, is MCOC growing or dying out? MCOC, I think, is still growing. It certainly ain't dying. It's either growing or maintaining very, very well. I missed the 10k 5-star shards arena for this new year, or for this year. I haven't seen it come out. Any dates given out by Kabam? There hasn't been a 10k 5-star shard arena in recent times. So either they're not doing it or they're picking a different time to do it. BG, who would you say is the best Cosmic Champion for progression? The best Cosmic Champion. I mean, if you run Suicides, probably Corvus. If you don't want to run Suicides, probably Hyperion. Does anyone know if Namor's Sig ability reflects the glancing damage back in Variant 2? It does. I'm almost positive of it. I haven't tested with my Namor there, but I think other people did when Namor first came out. Go to an alliance where they don't care what you do. Here's what it's like. Everyone presses the help. Some place during war, but the main goal is loyalty. Good arena event score. Yeah, I'm good with all that, man. I'm in an alliance where people don't care. It's a solo alliance. I'd only want to be in an alliance if I could help contribute towards that stuff. So, I'm not looking for one. I'm good. Done all these year arenas. Each crystal has 2 to 3 champs at want. So far, all the crystals have been 20 more SIGs on a trash champ. Bummer, man. That's usually how it goes. Unfortunately, with a lot of options in there. If you're doing this one again, good luck. But yeah, that's unfortunately how they usually turn out. It's always worth. I mean, it's worth a shot though, right? It's kind of like the dungeon crystals. Dungeon crystals. I don't know if I've ever got like a really meaningful champ out of them. Maybe I have, and I just can't remember. But I think for the most part, the best thing I've gotten is just like a new arena trash champ, and then some SIG levels on other garbage champs. 13 right now. Dungeon break? Yeah, we could do some dungeons. Sure. Certainly. Are you looking for love? Me? No. I've already got Laura and Lola. What else would I need? Let's do this. I'm gonna hide the cutoffs for a little bit. Hopefully I've got my Hyperion available. I do. Good. Run these two. Who else? Who else should I run without Suicides for skill and Cosmic? Maybe Venom? Oh, you know what? Well, I have MD maxed out. Oh, man. If Man-Thing was awakened, without the awaken ability, he's not gonna be able to heal. It's not gonna be useful here. Alright, I guess Let's go Venom. Let's do it. Use your Ghost or Blade BG. Good call. I should do that, yeah. Any tips on the thing? Just pulled a 6-star from Featured Cav. Congrats, man. Great pull. 6-star thing. Actually, Legacy here has a Thing 101 guide that I recommend checking out. The best way to learn how to use your new thing. Blake sending over a buck. Thank you very much, Blake. Let me read that in just a moment here. Saying, is the rank of the top prize... is the rank of the top prize proof of the brackets beyond your days in the game? Thanks for the consistency and participation. Hang on one sec. Let me read that again after I get out of this fight. Let's go, Karnak. Alright, so the rank of the top prize, proof of the brackets beyond your days in the game. Yeah, you can see the you can determine what bracket you're in by looking at the arena prizes. I think that's what you're asking, right? You know what? This guy is not using his specials. Let's just kill him. I don't remember exactly what they look like for beginner and intermediate. But yeah, that is a way to determine it if you're not sure how long you've been playing the game, or if you're not sure if you've switched brackets. If anyone in here has more info about the beginner and intermediate bracket and like what those ranks look like for each, please put that in the chat, because I don't really remember exactly what they are. Blockable Finale and Heavy Assault. Okay, cool. Douglas sending over £2 saying last 2 please. Okay, give me one sec, I'll take a look. Let me just beat up this Asian Venom real quick. Sorry, Agent Venom. You don't deserve this. But I'm gonna kick your butt. Beginner intermediate bracket is this concept everyone knows about, but no one knows about. Sort of, yeah. It's tough because, you know, this game is not the type of game that you only play for 30 or 60 days, you know? I mean, some people, sure, but a lot of us in here have been playing the game for a while. Those brackets are something we don't have a ton of info on. You take the boss? Okay. But Douglas, let me see. So, 5-star Nick Fury, give him a skill awakening gem already, have Blade Aegon, 565. Hold on, am I already reading part 2 or is this part 1? Let's see. Okay, no, this is part 1. Okay, good. Alright, so 5-star Nick Fury, give him a skill awakening gem. Already have Blade Aegon 565. Only other unawakened skill are Ronin or Stealth Spidey. Yeah, Nick Fury is a great champion to awaken, especially with a skill gem. With the generic is always a little bit harder for me to say, because I don't know. Some people really, really like Nick Fury. Personally, I only use him sometimes. So I don't think I would have been happy giving him a generic, but giving him a skill gem I think is fine. He doesn't really need SIG levels. If you're going to put him on defense, then he can benefit from the added SIG levels, but just giving him that SIG 1 makes all the difference for the champion. And yeah, out of those champions, he's by far the best to awaken, I would say. Unless you needed one of those other champions for something, of course, but just generally speaking, Nick Fury would be the best to awaken. If you don't have a need for Nick Fury at the moment, there is always the idea of saving it, holding on to it. We are due to get at least one more skill champion pretty soon here, and I'm sure some other skill champions in the future as well, but it's something to consider. But dude, thank you very much for the £2. Appreciate it as always. Crafty Grinding does some coverage of beginner intermediate brackets in his cutoff prediction videos. 1.4 million, I believe, is usual cutoff for featured 4-star. Okay. 4-star featured arena for beginner is top 50, and intermediate bracket is top 200. Okay. You think 40 would be safe for the arena? Can push 45 if needed. Lags, I don't think 40 is safe. Go as high as you can, man. I don't know what's safe for this arena. I would definitely feel better at 45 than 40, though. Of course. But yeah, I don't really know, man. I think there's probably a decent amount of people in top alliances gunning for the crystal, just in hopes to get what's it called? You know, the prestige champions, Doom. Oh Jesus, that invade. Doom or Surfer. This guy's about to get incinerated. Burn, baby, burn. Slim Mike sending over 5. Thanks, man. Saying, oh, what a treat. BG and lags. Dude, Mike, thank you very much for another 5. Appreciate it, man. You take the boss? Will do. Thank you, dude. Appreciate another 5, man. Thank you very much for the support. Shooting to be rank 151 in this arena, the only time the rank doesn't piss you off. Yeah, dude. That's true, man. I didn't even think about that. No! Thought I'd be good there still. Don't know why, but I did. Alright, that's fine. So BG used my second account to give myself some greater gifting crystals during event. And from all the milestones and greater gifting crystals in those milestones, I got 8,500 6-star shards and 3K from the ranked rewards. So open a 6-star on that account. Before I had a rank 2 5-star and got Symbiote Supreme. Looks like a hack account now. Dude, that's a great 6-star to pull. Nice, man. Alt account doing good. Feels good using specials consistently, not needing to worry about recoil, huh, BG? It is nice. It is nice. I do already miss suicides though. Not gonna lie, man. Like the extra damage, I don't really want to play Omega Red anymore, which is fine. I guess I've played that champion to death as it is anyway. But there are times where I'm like, oh yeah, let me just speed through this quest real quick and just auto fight with Omega Red, or even if I'm manually auto fighting, you know, just mashing the right side of the screen. He's the fastest. Or Corvus or something, you know. Without suicides, I gotta use these slow champs that take an extra 3 seconds each fight. Ugh. 3 seconds. Who wants to do with that? Alright, aggression regen, Bane. Cool. BG, did Hyperion... Does he need a high sig ability? No. Hyperion does not need a high sig ability. As a 4-star, he needs a slightly more than a 5-star. The way it scales is kind of weird. But as a 5-star, this dude does not need SIGs. He's one of the worst scaling with SIG stones. Basically, SIG 20 is like a plus 70% increased duration to his buffs. And SIG 200 is 75%, you know? It's like nothing. Haven't even beat Act 2 on that account? Damn, dude. You already got a 6-star Sim Supreme. Who should I rank up first? 5-star Emma Frost to rank 3 or 4-star Havoc to rank 5? I would go with the Emma, personally. Pulled 5-star thing. Should I awaken him or Nick Fury? That's a tough one, man. Level 25, baby. Oh, did we just hit 25? Nice. Yeah, I would rather have Thing awakened compared to Nick Fury. But not everyone would feel the same, I think. That's a pretty tough one. Something else to consider is that I think, like, Thing, he needs more SIGs than just SIG level 1. Nick Fury, you can get away with having him at just SIG level 1. But I would still rather have I'd rather have Thing. Like, the long term for this game, Thing is just so damn good. There's situations that I mean, they both have situations where they can be extremely useful and everything, but I guess like the situations that Thing can get through, it feels like there's less champions that can do what he can do, and I don't know, I'm trying to find the best way to say this. I don't know. I guess Thing is like this kind of irreplaceable champion in a way. Every champion is replaceable, right? You can get through this game just because you don't have a champion. Doesn't matter. You could find alternative solutions to everything. But yeah, Thing is a beast. Doing a horrible job of explaining why I'd choose Thing, but I would choose Thing. Lag saying Thing, if I can get SIG 200, if not, Nick. Yeah, I mean, even if I couldn't get Thing to SIG 200 right away, eventually I would get his SIG level up, you know? And I don't necessarily think that Thing needs SIG 200. He benefits a lot from higher SIG levels, and I would definitely try to get him as high SIG level as possible and all that, but I feel like I'd still play the champion even if I couldn't get him to SIG 200. Ooh, he didn't shrug off the stun. What a nice little treat. Thank you, Agent Venom. This slow-ass fight. Maybe I shouldn't have went for the heal. Ah, jeez. Yeah, I should just learn how to parry instead of wasting time healing, I guess. see if he'll shrug the stun again. And that time he shrugged it. Oh, Agent Venom. Ah, 2 of those stuck. Not bad. Let's try that again. Didn't work that time. One more time. Nope. I hate you, Agent Venom. Give me flashbacks to the old Labyrinth of Legend days. Oh, nice. Okay. BG language? What'd I say? I think coward is the key to dungeon records. Trying to get better at it. Is that what you and Yeet did? Was there a lot of coward nodes? Coward is pretty good, man. It's there's no worry of timing out. No worry of timing out. Yeah, it's tough to deal with, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. If you could tap fast enough, then it probably is a good node to get. Alright, let's go, hype. Kill you before you even get to use a special 3. Is that true? Maybe, maybe not. I wanted to use a special 1 on you, but that's okay. No! Oh! I went in a second too early, a split second too early. Oh, you butthead, Hyperion. Oh my god. What a jerk. Oh well. I'll use my other champions. We only have 1 more room to go. You're doing a good job, BG, of saying you like Thing more but not sharing why he's so amazing. Specific fights. Example being 0 damage if you trigger protection correctly. 0 from anyone. Yeah. Some coward in room like 14 and 15. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I'm not doing a great job of it. But I think it's not even about taking 0 damage. It's just about reducing the damage. You don't always need to take 0 damage, you know? Reducing the damage down to 0 for something like the champion boss fight in 6.2.6. Like, that's incredible. Same thing for like if you fight a Corvus on what's that node? Counter-Strike. No, not Counter-Strike. Sorry, wrong node. Counter Tactics. Like the Counter Tactics mini boss in War. He's a beast for that. I actually like him for the fact that he goes unstoppable. You have like a controlled ability to go unstoppable and reducing damage while doing that. I'd say that's like a more realistic scenario for the average fight. Instead of trying to reduce damage to 0, you know? BG, if you say "but" one more time, I'm gonna have to click off. Consider this your warning. Is that the language I used? Is that the bad language? I'm sorry, everybody. Sorry to say "but." Oh, I said it again. Alright, Punisher, coin flip, special lock 1. Special lock 1. Alright, you know what? Let's still... No, let's go hype. Let's hype it up. I'm gonna get all the right flips. Ain't that right, Punisher? Ah. He got the healing, I got the T-Gen. Ah, and then I totally just mistimed my my parry. God. Alright, let's go back to old Colossus here. Dude, you're back in an alliance. Why? That's just a solo alliance to get the free energy refills every 3 days. That's it. Alright, Punisher. Little degen? Yeah. Is it worth using my special one? Let's use it. Something I noticed about Colossus' special one is it's not really worth using mid-heavy attack. Like the second hit of your heavy, it deals about the same damage as your special one would. You can get a stun on the special one. I'm gonna use it again. Actually, you get 2 hits on the special one, I guess, right? I don't know. Either way, if it wasn't special lock 1, I would much rather use a different special from Colossus here. Man, I'm gonna have to fight that Punisher in what's it called pretty soon. Of course, he got the healing. I have to fight the Punisher in the Mortal Quest 6.2.5. BJ, I need to finish this arena round, but I'm getting sleepy. Tell me something to keep me awake. Did you already fight the... Oh, son of a... Good run, Lags. Thanks, man. Love you. Okay. Let's get out of here. Something to keep you awake, though? Well, there once was a man from Nantucket, and let me tell you, he's got some interesting tales. No, I don't know. I got nothing, man. Sorry. Stay awake. Get yourself some candy. Maybe that'll help. Probably not, but hey, candy's always good. Who was more worthy of a skill, Sig Stones, Blade, or Aegon? I don't think Aegon needs too high of a Sig level. Blade probably benefits more. I mean, I guess it depends on where you're using Aegon. If you're what's it called? If you're capping out your combo with Aegon, like if you're using him in Labyrinth and you're already capping out after a couple of fights, then you don't really need the extra Sigs, right? If you're using Aegon in other areas of the game, though, like if you're using him in Act 6, then maybe a higher Sig level would matter more. Because you're not going to be capping out, and you really do want to carry over as much as possible. But I'd say overall, Blade's probably the more important one to give the Sigs to. But you got to think about where you're using these champions to make that decision. Already had milestones, but I can't forget my dungeon buddy. Oh, Lags, you already had the milestones? Oh man, we could have skipped. It's all right, dude. If you're grinding, especially, I don't mind skipping. It is pretty cool that we're level 25 now, though. Safe range for 1k 5-star shards nowadays? I don't really know. I don't think it's gone up too much. I think it's... I mean, if you want to know a safe number, I think getting the 7.5 million milestone is safe. But I think the actual cutoff for the 1k 5-star shards, I think it's still in the maybe like 6.7 million area, something like that. I don't really go for it personally. Tweet if/when you can. What do we got? Oh yeah, there's your rank 1 level 15 Sim Supreme. Oh yeah. Dude, it's got to be hard to get the ISO at that level. It's got to be rough. Dude, here in Chile, it's 4 a.m. I'm so tired. Get some rest, man. 4 a.m. Get some sleep. BJ, I have an interesting story. I live in southern U.S. and argue it's not as country as people think. Woke up the next morning with 2 escaped goats getting jiggy in my yard. Wow. This might be the first time I've ever heard anyone describe goats that way and their actions towards one another. So yeah, man, you might be a little country. What a beautiful sight to wake up to, though. What a beautiful sight. 7.5 million gets me 1K 5 shards every week. Yeah, I would think so. BG, what's the cutoff for Stealth Spidey? Oh yeah, let me put the cutoffs back on screen. Last round, Stealth Spidey went for 2.4. So yeah, it's just a guess. Please always go higher than what I have on screen. I'd be surprised if he went 2.4 again, but hey, I was also very surprised that he went 2.4 in the first place. I really don't think Stealth Spidey's a good champion. Sorry, lags. I know you disagree. BG, opinions on ranking 45 Starkey or Human Torch? Both not duped. 2 very different champions. It depends on what you need. I would say Stark Spidey is probably the champion that I would use more between the 2, but I actually prefer Torch between the 2. Like yeah, like Stealth. All right, let me explain it this way. Stealth Spidey for the average fight, I do think is more useful. But if you already have champions that can cover the average fights, you know, if you already have these hard hitting champions, then it might be better to pick up someone like Torch, to rank up someone like Torch, who is a bit more specialized, can reverse healing or just dominate Mystic champions, the Incinerate immunity, all these things that you don't really need in the average fight, but are nice to have for sure. Have Aegon, Corvus, and Beardo, so Human Torch it is. Okay. Yeah, I think either with that set of champions, either champion, I don't think you can necessarily go wrong. So Torch is fine. 2.4 mil what? Had 2.408 and did not get him. Wow. You must have just missed. Sorry, man. That was what the estimate went, or the like the people who keep track of the scores. It was right about that score that got him. Torch can also incinerate Iceman, surprisingly, with the with the Nova thing or whatever it's called, right? Usually go to 8 mil at least. Lately even 9 mil to get the milestone. Yeah, it's not a bad idea if you can sneak in an extra milestone. Be extra safe with it. What do you think about the current arena cutoffs? I don't think much about the current arena cutoffs. Were you just asking that because I didn't have them on screen? Okay, I think I understand now. I'm scrolling up a little bit. That comment was before I had them on screen. I thought you were When you asked about the current arena cutoffs, I thought you meant like just my thoughts in general of like, where are we at in the world today? The cutoffs today versus the cutoffs of yesterday. Like thoughts about the basic arena, how it used to be. Like the 4-star basic arena, at one point, what did it peak at? Like 7 million? And now it doesn't go higher than like low 3s for the best of the best. Do you have a favorite champion for animations? Animations is tough. There's a lot of really good ones. I don't know if I have any one favorite in particular. Some of the new guys, I like their animations quite a bit. Doom is definitely up there for best animations. I like Surfers as well. I think I like Doom's a bit more though. A lot of older champions that I like their animations too. Or maybe not even real old champions. Like I really like Heimdall's Special 3. I think that's pretty cool. I like some of Guillotine 2099's animations. Her L3 is pretty sick. J Metz sending over a buck. Thanks, man. Last one is BGE. Who would you say is the best counter for 6.2.5 Mordo? Best counter? I don't know. I use Void myself every single time I fought him. I've taken him down with Void. Ghost seemed to do pretty well. I don't know if she's the best or not though. I think people have had success with... Actually, have people had success with Quake? I think they have, right? Yeah, I'm not sure. If you guys all want to put in the chat who you used for Mordo, please do. Because the only one, really the only one I've ever used is Void. So it's kind of all I know. Alright. I want to hit the basic more. Let's do that. Let's basic it up. Oh man, my champions, they're all in weird... They're in a weird order right now. Not what I'm used to because of my mastery setup. Not that I don't usually try to pair up like synergies and stuff like that, but some champions I do. I usually like to keep Stark Spidey Blade and Ghost Rider together. But I'm not even going to bother looking around for them all. Annihilus has the worst Special 3 animation. I don't even remember Annihilus' Special 3 animation. His Special 1 and Special 2 I've seen plenty of times. But the Special 3? I don't even remember it. Iron Man Infinity War for that Mordo? Really? Okay. Chris saying, forget if Quake works. I used Quake. Hyperion. Claire. Okay. Claire Mysterio have the best animations. They're pretty cool. They're definitely some good ones. And Mordo, where it's the Mordo for in Act 6.2.5 is the Mordo we're talking about. Yeah, I don't think there's a ton of options for that boss. I don't see a lot of people putting in different options. I think Stark Spidey was maybe another one that some people used. I don't see people mentioning. I think Stark Spidey was Not bad. I think I used him just kind of screwing around when one of my other champions died or something like that. I don't know. Thanks, man. Trying to plan some rank ups to help with Act 6.2 and 6.3 so far. Human Torch and Guillotine 29 and 2099 are on my list of rank ups. Just looking at which options I should be focusing on. Huh. I wonder about Torch for that boss. I wonder how Torch would do. That boss is so tough because of the different linked nodes that get left up too. Every time you fight him, it's a slightly different fight. It's pretty ridiculous, man. Like I think I stress out more about that Mordo than I do about the final champion boss. It's a little different with the itemless approach. You know, if it wasn't for that, then whatever, you die a couple times. Mordo easier than the champion, but doing it itemless, man, that is a stressful fight. BG, you're getting same unit drop rates from battleships. Feel like something changed last few weeks? Nah, nothing's changed, man. I haven't opened many, but there's nothing changed. People always think something changed with the arena crystals. It's just a bit of bad luck. That's all it is. Cousin's dog Missy got a fishing hook stuck to her stomach and leg. Oh my goodness. We can't get the one in her leg out. Please send prayers. Oof. That doesn't sound too good, man. Have you taken her to a vet? That sounds like something you should definitely go to a vet for. Seen KT saying Wasp and keep debating on if I should rank her up or not. Wasp for that Mordo boss? Interesting. Wasp is a good champion to have around. If you have a ghost ranked up, then having a high ranked Wasp is not a bad idea. If you don't use ghost, it's a little bit harder to justify ranking Wasp. I do think she's a good champion on her own, but she's hard to fit on the team, being honest. Like, doesn't really have immunities. She can kind of shrug off poison, I think, right? But she doesn't really come with immunities. She's super glass cannon champion. She hits hard, but sometimes it's hard to play these glass cannon champs. You slip up and, man, it's gonna be lights out after eating one single combo. Or getting hit by one special. You have Ghost to rank 5? Okay, yeah, with the rank 5 Ghost, it's a lot easier to justify bringing Wasp to the team. And could be nice to have her ranked up. In War too, you know, especially after champions like Maw got added. Seeing a lot of my alliance mates who run Ghost also have Wasp ranked up to deal with certain fights like that. Or the, what's it called, the Aegis Heavy node, where you gotta land heavy attacks. People like to use Wasp for that. UG, during the Great Gifting Crystal event, I opened literally 600,000 battleships, got all gold, no units. Kabam definitely altered unit availability, so they'd be mostly bought and not won. Thoughts? I don't think that's true, man. A lot of people opened up arena crystals during that time. Some people got lucky, some people got unlucky. Sounds like you got the short end of the stick. Sorry to hear it, man, but I don't think that they adjust drop rates during stuff like that. But you notice when you talk about champions, you always mention if they don't have immunities, then they are bad. I think you value immunities too much. Well, hey, I didn't say Wasp was bad. I just said she's hard to fit on the team. They're good to have, but a champ can have no immunities and still be amazing. They can be, yeah. But also got to be realistic about it, you know. Think about it. If you how frequently do you see a champion use Wasp if they don't have Ghost? There's a reason for it, you know. You can use champions without immunities, but for most quests these days, you have to have the immunities covered still, you know. So like if you're assembling a 5-person team, let's say, and you look ahead to your path, you see maybe some like biohazard or I don't know, node with like incinerate for the first minute or something like that, right? Like you have to cover this stuff first, so that's already taking up a couple slots on your team. And then maybe you're looking ahead to the boss and you're like, okay, who's gonna handle the boss for me? You know, there goes another slot or two on your team. Like, it's just hard to fit Wasp on the team. Unless you have Ghost. If you have Ghost, then it's real easy. You know? Not only does Ghost cover virtually everything. So, yeah, you don't need to have as many slots dedicated for other champions. But also that synergy that Wasp gives to Ghost is also pretty damn good. $600,000 battle chips and getting 0 units is like statistically impossible though. That's not bad luck. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. It sucks, but it happens. Like, I don't know. It definitely happens. That is definitely not a statistically impossible thing. It's very bad luck. It is very bad luck, but $6 Wasp and with a high rank Ghost is like winter tires on a sports car in winter. Must have. I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. I don't know much about driving around sports cars in the winter, but yes. BG, please explain how I should play against Act 3 Thanos. Against Act 3 Thanos? Most important thing is just knowing Thanos' Special 1 and Special 2 animations. And trying your best to block and evade the specials as best you can. I don't think there's too many special nodes to it, right? He's just a much higher statted champion compared to most at that stage of the game. So I think a lot of it has to do with how you get to Thanos more than anything. Try to use champions that can heal throughout the path to Thanos. If you have like a Wolverine maybe, for example. You just want to get to Thanos with as many healthy champions as possible. And yeah, make sure your parry game is on point. If you need some parry pointers, you know, check out the How to Parry Like a Ninja video over on the Dork Lessons channel, if you haven't already seen that. And then yeah, if you could find a video of Thanos just to kind of get the patterns down of his special 1 and special 2. I think it's easier to evade his special 1 personally, but at the same time, sometimes I like to push him to a special 2 just so that you don't have to bait out as many specials. And I think he has high armor, right? I think that's part of his abilities that he has high armor. So having a champion that can like bleed Thanos can be pretty useful. But really, I mean, whatever your strongest champions are, that's probably who you should bring. And yeah, good luck, man. He's tough. He's tough to get down at first, but not too bad if you have the appropriate level champs and you have your parry game. It's on point. Derek set it over 10 though. Derek, thank you very much. Saying hey. Hey. Missed the last few streams since your announcement. Best of luck with your stuffs. Also very happy that you and your banana are still easily accessible. Hashtag good Bane transfer. Thanks, man. Appreciate the very generous 10. Derek. Thank you very much. Sending some love from the old R Loki. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Jay sending over another buck as well, saying, BG, what would be the best to focus on with Glory? More Tier 4 basics and Tier 1 alphas, or more rank 2s for Arena? Or Tier 2 alpha frags to help with more higher rank ups, which is better bang for the buck in Glory? Tier 2 alpha is not a great value in the Glory store. It's a personal choice at the end of the day. I chose to go with Tier 4 basics to help with rank ups for the arena. But yeah, at the end of the day, it really is a personal choice. Like, you could argue that ranking champions for the arena might not be the best thing to do if if you're trying to prepare for higher level content and stuff like that. If you need these rank ups to help you progress, even if it's just for like prestige or something like that, could make the argument that could be the better way to go. But the Tier 2 alpha is such a bad value in the store that it's hard to justify spending Glory on it. And yeah, personally, I just went with resources to help rank up champions for the arena. So, at the end of the day, you gotta decide for yourself. But that's what I was doing, at least, was going with arena rank ups. The extra, like, if you think about it this way, the extra units you can get, if you're able to pick up some additional milestones, or able to get certain champions from the arena, due to the champions you're ranking up, that helps your progression too, and the extra units you can get, what's it called? You can get some of the offers that come around, maybe for the Tier 2 alpha. Yeah, that's the way I looked at it. What's up, BG? Captain Bay, what's up, dude? BG, I feel like nowadays it's so easy to progress. My friend's only been playing for about 3 to 5 months, and he just got uncollected yesterday. Has rank 3 5-star thing and Human Torch maxed out. Aegon. Took us a while to ever become uncollected, and he's not quite skilled, to be honest. Kind of jealous of his fast progression. It is a bit faster these days, that's for sure, man. But hey, like 3 to 5 months. That's really good. You say he's not skilled, but it's pretty darn good. I don't know. Maybe you had to use a bunch of resources to do it or something, but that's still really fast, even by today's standards, I would say. Like if you know. If someone's like a veteran of this game, already Cavalier and stuff, and they go back and start a new account, yeah, 3 to 5 months, you could probably do it faster than that. But as like a new player to the game, 3 to 5 months is very fast. The champions these days are stronger. The rate at which you get crystals is faster and all that, but that's still a really good accomplishment. At 132 fives and 50 are still at rank 1. I agree that tier 2 alpha is a bad value. Just wanted to make sure I was viewing it correctly. Yeah, it's not great. BG, I want to see Thanos. Well, there's videos out there, man. Sorry, man. I'm not gonna. I have a Thanos. He's a rank 1, level 1, 4-star Thanos. There's nothing too interesting I can do with the champ. BG, should I use 4-star Rogue against Thanos? Yeah, Rogue's not too bad. You should really just use whatever best champions you have, you know? You don't need anyone specific for the Thanos fight. It's mostly just bring your top champs and battle it out. He's tanky. He hits hard. He's certainly a worthy boss for the end of Act 3, but more than anything, I would say parry is going to be your best tool in that fight. So again, Dork Lessons channel, how to parry like a ninja. Practice it, live it, love it. That is going to be your, I mean, parry is just the best thing in the entire game, like, period. If you can parry, you can pretty much do anything. Can you show your masteries? Sure, I can flip to them after this round. It's sort of a temporary setup at the moment. I don't even have all of my mastery points in. Still have 1 mastery point just kind of sitting idly by. But I can show you what I'm currently working with. Probably got the $100 offer for those 23 3-stars. Possibly. BG, is Ronin a good champ? Ronin's not bad. Just kind of an average champion, maybe a little bit slightly above average. Ronin's the type of champ. We're talking the IN Ronin, the skill Ronin, by the way. He's the type of champion where, depending on your roster, when you pull him, he could either be pretty useful or almost worthless. Like if you already have some of the other skill champions like Blade ranked up, I don't really see too many people turning to Ronin, you know, or even bothering to put any kind of rank up resources into Ronin if they already have Blade. If you don't have any skill champions though, he's not a bad champion. It's just, yeah, most people don't really have a need for him. Most veterans to the game, I would say, at least. Man, watching you play Ronin and not switch his stance hurt me a little bit. He's so much fun when played right. Oh, was I playing Ronin? I didn't even know I was playing Ronin. Half the time I'm not even looking at who I'm using. I just so happened to notice that I was using Ghost just then, so I was playing a little bit more Ghost style, but don't be surprised if you ever see me do like full 5-hit combos even with Ghost and parry. I really half the time don't know what's going on, just kind of autopiloting my way through the arena. BG, you think Mr. Fantastic over Invisible Woman? Probably. I don't have a ton of experience with either, but I think Mr. Fantastic's probably more useful than Invisible Woman. It's hard to say. Invisible Woman, she's kind of sneaky, you know. She's got abilities that in the right hands can be very powerful. And I just think that we don't see a lot of people playing Invisible Woman. Probably because we don't really need her abilities so much. There's other champions that are kind of easier to use that cover the same ground like Ghost, that have way more damage and stuff like that, way more utility. But Invisible Woman's invisibility, I feel like in the right hands can be very powerful. So yeah, hard for me to say, but based on what I've seen so far, I'd rather have Mr. Fantastic. If I could only have one. I can parry BG. Does that mean I'll win the lottery tomorrow? You did say a person can do anything. Well, you can win the lottery, yeah. It doesn't mean you will win the lottery. But I'm pretty sure you can pick out 6 numbers or however many numbers the lottery is. Did anyone else have those times where they somehow dexterity special before they had dexterity unlocked? I remember dexing Iron Man special 1 back in the day. I was confused on what happened. Never even knew about parry or dexterity until like 3 or 4 years ago. Man, until like 3 or 4 years ago. That's pretty much since the beginning. But I can't say that ever happened to me. There are certain champions that that can dex without the dex mastery, but was Nightcrawler the first? I think Nightcrawler might have been the first that had that ability just kind of built in. Dexing without dexterity. I don't know. BG, can I send you friend requests? Sorry, man. I don't add anyone. In the in-game friend list, it's useless. There's no reason for it. If you have questions, ask in here. I'll do my best to answer them. I don't always see them, but I'll try my best. Imagine being able to parry in real life. Global crime rate would go down to 0. Cops wouldn't even need guns. Dude, I mean, if you could parry stun projectiles, yeah. But that got nerfed. If you try to parry a bullet, you're not gonna have a good time. You ever gotten tired of this game and wanted to take a break? Every night, yeah. I don't know, like this game, I really enjoy this game, but there's certainly times where I'm a little bit more hardcore on the grind, and then sometimes a little bit more laid back, you know. I consider those the break times when I'm just kind of cruising, you know, doing the monthly event quest. Don't need to be grinding the arena super hard every day or anything like that. I don't want to just stop playing altogether, though. No, I can't say I've wanted to do that. Mickey the Irish Kangaroo sending over one of them Australian bucks. Where are you at? If Gamora was available as a 5-star, would you rank her past rank 4? And do you think she would be a popular rank up? No and no. I think Gamora's fun, and I'm happy to have her as a 6-star. I would not. I mean, I would rank her up with a 2015 rank up gem, but only if I already had like the Cosmic Ronin ranked up, Venom ranked up. Like she'd be down on the list a little bit, but eventually I'd give her a 2015, 2016 rank up gem probably. But that's the most I would ever do. I would never give her like actual rank up materials. And yeah, I don't think she'd be that popular. Like I said, she is really fun to play. I always enjoy using her, even just in the arena. She's one of the most enjoyable for me to use. But realistically, how useful is she? Not that useful. She's good for buffed up. I brought her to Alliance Quest a few times in Map 7 when my other champions were busy, and she did fine. She's useful in some quests. I mean, especially as a 6-star for like the 6-star gates and stuff. But yeah, at the end of the day, she's not that strong. It's kind of difficult to keep her damage up. Her block proficiency, from what I recall, is 5. Oh, I said I was going to go to Masteries. I'm so sorry. For the person that wanted to see. Here's my current Masteries. But yeah, her block proficiency is not bad from what I recall, but it's also not amazing. So, you know, having to block and do heavy attacks that constantly keep up your damaging abilities, you get worn down over time since you don't have a way to heal. And then, yeah, just like any champion without immunities is sometimes hard to fit them on the team. Let me see, what is her block proficiency? Yeah, 59.6. That's not great. Anything below 65% is a little rough at times, I guess. It's fine if a champion can heal. Like I think Omega Red is below 65. Let me see what Omega Red is at. I guess I'll just look at the 6-star or whatever. Yeah, like Omega Red doesn't have that high block proficiency, but this dude can heal, you know. It's a major difference between just that ability to heal and not. Makes up for that block proficiency. But Mickey, thank you very much for the buck. Appreciate it, man. PG, what kind of utility does Cap Beardo have for Alliance War and Alliance Quest? He's got some good utility. His block proficiency is through the roof. So yeah, being able to take 0 damage on parries is pretty huge. I still prefer to play a champion that can heal for Alliance Quest, just because there's times where you mistime your block or parry or something like that, and you know, it's nice to have a heal to back that up, but he's still very sustainable. For a champion that doesn't have a heal, he's very sustainable. So that alone is pretty important for Alliance Quest, right? Alliance Quest all about just saving resources, getting through your path for as little item use as possible. For War, I don't remember exactly which paths he gets used on the most, but he's good in War as well. He can fight through Unstoppable. I don't know if people use him for those paths, but he can do that at least. Fight through Unstoppable. If you have a skill champion on the team, he can shrug off debuffs. I think some people use him for encroaching stun. if I remember correctly. That's really useful. Encroaching stun, one of the most annoying nodes to deal with, honestly. It's can be really tough at times. And having a champion that can just immediately shrug off that stun is really helpful. Other debuffs too, you know, having that skill champion. For war, I think that's one of the most common things I've seen is having a skill champion paired up with them to be able to shrug off various debuffs. I think people also use them for some of the harder hitting nodes too, like counter tactics. I think some people have used Beato for that. I don't know entirely because I've never really used him in Alliance Quest or Alliance War, but he can be useful in both areas. Is Nightcrawler bugged? I can force start him in Swashbuckler while in Arena. Never goes to evade mode. Starts in Swashbuckler. Either bug or new feature. There's a synergy that starts him in Swashbuckler with Havoc. If there's no Havoc on the team, I'm not exactly sure what's going on. What's up, Last Arnie? Can you believe my damn neighbor just knocked on my door a few minutes ago? It's after midnight. The nerve of this guy. Luckily for him, I'm still up playing my drums. Oh, man. Tell him to mind his own business, you know? Just because he's got no musical talent. Neighbors. BG, are you gonna do a crystal opening when Squirrel Girl comes out? For Squirrel Girl, no. I don't do any openings for like Cavalier Crystal or Grandmaster Crystal openings. I don't do any of those, man. I don't spend money, so all the units come from the arena, and it's tough to gather up enough units to do openings like that. So I'd never do it. I save my units for other things. Hi from Argentina, Maradona, Messi. I think Messi's a soccer player, right? Is Maradona also a soccer player, or is that the same person? Either way, ease up on the caps there, buddy, please. I don't need the caps in here. I plan on doing a guide for 6.3 paths. I have no plans for a guide for 6.3, no. I kind of just steamrolled it as fast as I could in my Legends run, which wasn't fast enough apparently. But yeah. Doing Legends run is much different from doing the content normally. Makes it a lot harder to have like actual advice, give actual guidance for the quest. The best I'd be able to do is go back and try to imagine what would be useful in the quest rather than having actual experience to share. Havoc doesn't need the dupe, right? I don't know. I don't really use Havoc too much. I don't think he needs the dupe, but I think it's a nice thing to have. He's a lot slower without the dupe. I know that much, but I mean his abilities still all function. It's just he has a chance to double up on his whatever it's called with the Awaken ability. But yeah, I don't know. From what I recall, from way back, this is going back pretty far now. When I was testing the character, I think I tested him with and without the Awaken ability, and I didn't really enjoy the character without the Awaken ability. But then I remember some people telling me that they actually preferred him unawakened. So I don't know. Might want to get another opinion from a Havoc user. BG, do you have any desired champions that you would like to see into the game? Not really. Like, I don't know much of the Marvel Universe. There's a couple of characters, I guess. One of them, I don't know if they actually exist or not. But Rocket Raccoon was always my favorite champion back when I first started playing. And I always wanted to see a newer, better, improved version of Rocket. And I guess when I first started thinking about it, I guess it was around Halloween time, because I've always had it in my head, the idea of a Halloween version of Rocket called Rocket Raccoon parentheses rabies. You know, like just a rabies, a rabid rabies edition of Rocket, basically. And like I can imagine different animations for him. He'd be kind of crazy, man. Similar to what you see in some of like the cartoon movies. I guess it's usually like squirrels that are the craziest, but that's kind of what I'd want to see. Is a little bit of what you'd see from like thinking of like that movie Over the Hedge. If you ever seen that, where like the squirrel is just kind of nutty, you know, pun somewhat intended. If I could see a little bit of that in Rocket, that'd be cool. And then I have an idea for how they could do how they could make Jubilee in this game. That's like the only other Marvel character that I even know of that's not already in the game. So yeah. But Kyle Redman sent over $5. Kyle, thank you very much. Saying, hey BG, is Guillotine 2099 Unawakened or Aegon Sig 100 better for Labyrinth? Planning on taking one of them to rank 5 for my first clear. Aegon is better for Labyrinth. I think both will do the job fine. So if you wanted to rank up Guillotine for other reasons or whatever, either are going to get the job done. But Aegon, yeah, man. Aegon is such a beast for Labyrinth. That's going to be your best option, for sure. Even at rank 4, he might be better than a rank 5 Guillotine, actually. Hard to say there. That one I'm not totally sure on. But if they're both on equal ranks, that Aegon's... Once you... Like, initially, the build-up is going to suck, but, I mean, after you get a fight or two in, he crushes it. But dude, thank you very much for the 5, man. Good luck. Good luck when you enter the Labyrinth. If you rank up that Aegon, or like I said, even with Guillotine, I got full confidence that you're gonna crush it. But yeah, thank you very much for the generous support. But on that note, though, guys, it's gonna be time for me to call it here. It's getting a little bit late. I almost did itemless today. I was this close to doing itemless today. So, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about doing itemless tomorrow. I'd say it's maybe like a 35% chance that I do itemless. I really shouldn't. I really probably shouldn't. There's a bunch of videos that are like halfway done that I need to just finish up. There's not enough video content on this channel. Not even close to being enough. So I should probably do that, but I got a hankering for some itemless, man. Kind of want to see if I could take out this other path and then switch back to suicides or something. BG, you have a lot of knowledge on Contest Champions, but how's your comic book knowledge? Non-existent, man. I have very little comic book knowledge. I collected comics very briefly as a kid. Only one series of comics. It was the Wolverine series, and at one point in time, I actually had every single comic. It was like 1 through 150 or something like that, and then I stopped keeping up with it. I actually never even cracked open any of those comics. I don't know why I was collecting them. I think I was collecting them because my brother was collecting them. He only collected them for a brief time too. But, you know, as a kid, my brother's a few years older than me. Anything my brother was doing, I wanted to do. And yeah, I had no actual interest in reading the comics. I would just get them because, I don't know, something to collect. And then, yeah, that switched over to collecting. I don't know. Ah, man, it was probably some years between, but eventually I started collecting like Super Nintendo games. Very brief period of time. Those I actually played. But man, collecting things is expensive, guys. Let me tell you. It's fun collecting things, it's fun having a bunch of stuff, but it just gets too damn expensive, you know? I only ever had like 20 games in my collection of Super Nintendo games. And then yeah, I think after that I realized I don't want to collect anything anymore. It's just too much money. Probably I collected Pokemon cards somewhere between there too. I think that was it. All right. Anyway, though, guys, it's late, so I'm gonna head out. Um, I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow. Slim Mike and Derek, thank you both for being tonight's biggest D. Along with everyone else that sent over a little something, the support is always appreciated, guys. I would not be able to be here without you. So thank you very much. And everyone have a good night. Good luck if you are a grindin'. Good night.